Oh my god, it's... Please. This is so poggers, I agree. I am so fucking excited. Holy shit. It's 4:35. It says on my watch. Not my watch, my fucking... The shit on the bottom right side of my screen. The time. Start! Holy shit, holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, the music is so fucking loud for me. It is so loud for me. I'm just gonna play with the sound settings for a little bit. I am so excited. I want to say stuff in the chat, but I am on Firefox and I am not signed in. Oh my god. This one goes out to the homies in Alzheimer's gaming. Oh my god, this is literally so hype. It's called How to Rotate the End of the World. I don't know. Okay, in my headcanon, right? The How to Rotate has nothing to do with the end of the world. However, one thing I do want to stress is that, like, I have a headcanon, right? For, like, the story, the lore behind How to Rotate, and I don't know if I should make a video explaining all my headcanon and how it fits into the story or whatever the fuck, but, like, oh my god, I put out How to Rotate videos, right? The stupid fucking shit posts. Like, oh my god, the way I see things, there is no, like, correct or wrong interpretation, I guess you could say, of the lore. I think the fucking How to Rotate series is so dumb. I think if you find some kind of story that fits in with the plot of the videos, like, that's so fucking incredible, which is why I'm so excited for this. I really want to see what story TNT Dewey has cooked up. The feeling of dread. And there's another fucking countdown that he put in.
I got a woman as big as a house, yes sir. She's as big as a
Dude.
house with a porch and a fence.
Dude, he's got the music.
Won't believe what you see when you
The
look
music in the
at
intro.
her. She's enormous.
This is awesome.
Why try to
Unironically awesome. Holy shit. Now I see why he had to work hard on intro.
the bigger the figure, the better I like her.
This is so good. Holy shit, this is so good. This goes hard. Stainless has to rewrite his whole script. The intro really is. Oh my god.
Season 3 premiered on the 18th of April, 2020.
Oh my god.
To say the least peculiar. Right off the bat, you will notice the differential.
Right off the bat, haha.
While most thumbnails feature a window with MS Paint open and Krog's character is rotating, the thumbnails instead a man holding a bat to Krog's head. They're in what seems to be a shipping.
A man? Are you assuming genders?
I'm
I'm joking. Oh my
The
god.
flight originates somewhere in Eastern Europe, goes to presumably
Ooh.
Tajikistan, makes its way down to Malaysia or Indonesia.
I fucking love this
goes
shit.
to Madagascar or Ethiopia before forking off into different paths.
I feel kind of bad, cause like I know Dewey is like super into maps, so I knew he'd like be digging into this shit, and he's lost his mind a little bit over it. Oh my god, this is off to an incredible start.
Seems to go straight through Africa and reconnect with Path B in the East Atlantic. Path B, the southern path, seems to go around Africa in a fashion very similar to Vasco da Gama's route, a trade route commonly used in the 1400s to get from Portugal to India. When the two routes reconnect, they seem to make a straight shot for the Caribbean and eventually Central America. It also looks like one area branches off to Canada and leads to Ottawa. To the left of the Americas is the triangle with a circle in its center. The same symbol can also be seen plastered on the head of the figure with the bat.
Also true, Dewey got this video out so fast. He speedran editing this video, dude. He's fucking nuts. He grinded this out so hard. Dewey's actually insane. Goated with the sauce, some might say.
The title and description of this video are also worth mentioning. While the series itself is called How to Rotate, and that has been the name since the beginning, it has now been changed to How to Rotate, a more grammatically correct version. The same applies for the description. Also, it has been something along the lines of far off a more tutorial. It has now been changed to sound much more sophisticated. Videos will continue indefinitely. This video covers how to rotate Megamind, or Silly Thought. The video starts out with somebody recording a man with a bat and crogs.
Silly
The
thought.
video
What?
glitches in a distraught, loud, and colorful fashion as pictures of Bolsonska Vieshica faintly flash amidst the
Oh my god. These are auto-generated subtitles, right? What the fuck? Oh no, Dewey. Dewey. This is some ARG shit now. Oh my god. Dewey's been setting up a lot of stuff. He has several videos where he's setting up his own ARG thing for this. What the fuck is this, man? I legitimately don't know if this is some glitch with YouTube or if it's actually a thing Dewey's doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, funny misspelling.
video.
Oh,
Two
Stanley
men
showed
have
up.
taken Krogs hostage and are recording this video for most likely a number of reasons. They could A. be recording it as evidence for Bolsonska to show that they caught Krogs, or B. as a message to Krogs viewers to let them know what's going on, or maybe it's a mixture of both. The people holding Krogs hostage in the
Oh
shoot
my god.
are apparently henchmen for Bolsonska. The cameraman and Krogs
So much thought has been put into this.
to figure out how to rotate Megamind.
Think about motivations and shit.
We've been hired by the Bosnian witch to force you to make more how to rotate videos.
Fuck the Bosnian witch, I'll never do it. Suck my dick.
Eventually, Krogs gives in after this big titty mushroom girl is threatened. What is with Krogs and mushrooms with big breasts? After Krogs, the cameraman pans down to the laptop where he begins to rotate Megamind's eyes. As he rotates Megamind, distortion once again kicks in and more Bolsonska's face flashes on screen. This happens as he rotates Megamind's eyes again. Now,
Oh my
somehow-
god, dude, it's so much shit that like I don't even think about. He points out the fact that he specifically rotated his eyes. Literally, that was a legitimate like mistake. The guy I was filming this with, you know, he's one of my friends in real life, and like he didn't, he wasn't sure how much of the image to rotate, so he just kind of made a random rectangle, and it just so happened to be like that.
They didn't bring up last time is Stainless's theory. In Stainless's season 2 theory, he brings up the possibility that the rotation.
Oh my god, he brings in Stainless's theory.
Sort of. Every time something is rotated,
Sort
it looks
of.
as if something happens that messes with the camera, and Bolsonska's face flashes on screen. What if every rotation funnels power and energy into Bolsonska? This would explain a number of things. In season 2, episode 3, How to Rotate Quentin Tarantino, the video where Krog's liver explodes, a comment left by the witch herself says, "Ha ha ha, I caught him with my magic just while he was filming. Stupid Krogs, ha ha ha." She has the power to affect Krogs, but not fully control him. However, in the last episode of season 2, How to Rotate Hot Mom Pro Devils in the details, Bolsonska convinces him fully taking over Krog's body, and after various rotations,
Fully
which have
taking
been
over his
funneling massive
body.
amounts of power, likely enough to reenact the Beirut explosion, she can infect his mind with involving power.
Beirut explosion, this dude. That's a Dewey quote right there. Dewey moment.
Rotate. An infinite, easily producible power source. At this point, we could blow up
Huh?
Hiroshima again. Another thing worth mentioning here is the reference that was made to me in Stainless.
Two guys named Stainless and Dewey have
Oh,
been catching
dude, I should have saved the bloopers from this. We actually had to do two takes of we had to do two takes of that, because the first time, oh my god, so he's not reading off a script or anything. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think he's reading off a script. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but I told him to mention Stainless and Dewey. And the first time he said no, absolutely no hate to the guy recording this. He's fucking awesome. But the first time he said Stanley and he just kind of stuttered, and we had to we just laughed and we did it again. So whenever I see that scene, I'm reminded of it. It's funny.
plan.
I should have saved that. It's so funny.
This means we've been heard by the witch, or at least
I feel like I'm getting spoiled by that
That's
fucking
what we're
chat.
catching on now, which means that
Should I close it? I don't know if I should close the
maybe
chat.
Krogs is a monk, with With that thought in mind comes another question. Does this confirm the existence of
monk.
Dream in the Bosniaverse?
Oh,
Come on, maybe Dream is
really?
Sanska's inner circle. How else do you think?
Hold
they
on,
would
what?
introduce
Why
these
does he
people
think?
around here? They also say that we're catching on now, which means that, hey, we were sort of right. Maybe Krogus is a monk. With that thought in mind comes another question. Does this confirm the existence of Dream in the Bosniaverse?
How? What?
Come on, maybe Dream is in Sanska's inner
I'm
circle.
not
How else do you
following.
think he's able to do deplorable stuff every week, say something about equality, and then the controversy never happened? I also agree that Squid Game exists in this multiverse.
Squid
Aside
Games.
from that, you may also notice that when Krog's life is threatened and they hold up the image of the mushroom girl with big boobers, it's a different mushroom girl. Something is seriously wrong. Maybe there is an
Oh my
infinite number of
God.
multiple universes with different Krogs and apparently different mushroom tits.
Oh my god, is Dewey actually going with the multiverse theory? Oh fuck. They're going with the multiverse theory. The truth behind the mushroom pick is that I I fucking forgot to download the image before I came. So we had to. By the way, and after that we had to quickly look up, fucking mushroom porn inside a shipping container. So you know, look at mushroom porn in a shipping container. You know, that's a hell of a hell of a way to spend a Saturday. Let me tell you.
A stroke of genius came to the incursion.
Yes, I love this
For
clip.
the first time ever in 2B2T history, slave labor.
Episode 2 was 4 days later. The video focuses on the dog, however, the image is distinctly pointing to the camera. This is actually a rather complex joke, so let me break it down for you.
Yes, yes. Dewey told me that he was gonna like break this down as a joke. Oh, you know what? You know what, Dewey? Bet I'm fucking slowing this shit down so I can hear it all. Let's go. I don't care.
Let me break it down for you. Shane is familiar with the female dog as opposed to its other sire. A male dog is what is known as a bitch. The definition of a bitch is a female dog, wolf, fox, or otter, according to the Oxford language. Another definition for the word bitch is something that is extremely difficult, objectionable, or unpleasant, according to Merriam-Webster. Now, the image is a human fist with the one finger, the index finger, otherwise known as the pointer finger, aimed at the viewer. The image is the you in bold black Arial font. This image is simply the fact that you, said viewer, are an unpleasant, difficult, and objectionable human being as opposed to a normal, rational human being such as myself.
Such as myself. Wonderful, wonderful. I love that. That's 10 out of 10.
Format has returned to normal. Well, sort of. The video is now once again focused on the MS Paint window rather than the lively footage we were being shown prior. At the start of the actual video, Krog says that he has been, quote, kidnapped by the Bosnian witch. After he says that, a loud thud occurs.
I've been kidnapped by the Bosnian witch and her fuck.
Krog's assumedly been punched or hit by something of the sort to get him to be quiet. Krogs begins to insult the people who kidnapped him.
Okay,
for
but
some little
the fucking subtitles are like so off. It's starting to mess me up.
episode. At 39 seconds, midway into a sentence, he is once again punished, and this time he moans in pain.
Are so incredible. Fuck. Sorry.
He tells the kidnappers that he will behave, and he continues on with the video. Towards the end of the video, Krog's voice can be heard quivering as he rotates the image. The video ends with around 3 seconds of pure static, as what I can assume he's being attacked by Bolsanska. Another thing I'd like to point out is that Krogs is now once again in full control of his channel. The title has returned to How Do Rotate, and the descriptions once again follow for more tutoriality.
Seasoned curls. They're twisty, crispy outside.
What the fuck?
They're twisty, soft insides.
Episode 3 takes a turn, a drastic one at that.
I
From what
fucking
we've
love
seen
those
previously,
transitions.
We are used to exclusively 90 degree, 45 degree, and 180 degree rotations. This time, however, Krogs rotates something 360 degrees. 2 times the largest rotation we've seen yet. In this episode, Krogs aims to not rotate Jason Alexander. Yeah, you heard me right. This episode is wild. For the
Wild.
first time this season, we have man.
Also, it. I remember, like, you know, the head canon, like the true story, I guess you could say, behind all this. But I forget exactly what happens in every episode though, so this is a little bit of a refresher for me, to be honest.
Exceptions. The video starts out like every other rotate video. Krogs greets us and tells us he'll be rotating. Well, he forgets, but it's Jason Alexander. Krogs tells us that this will be a special episode.
Fun fact, I actually forgot. I fucking genuinely forgot. I was in the middle of rotating. Well, I guess I was rotating, but I was in the middle of recording. And I realized I messed up, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just restart, look up his name, and then continue. Because I legitimately forgot that his name is Jason Alexander. And I was like, nah, I think it'd be funny if I continued anyways.
Required spell page from
And
the
so I
book itself.
continued.
Around 33 seconds into the video, Krog says,
super wise and powerful and sexy Bosnia, which was kind enough to give me a piece of paper from spellbook.
as he says Bosnian, which the captions tell us that her goons are right behind him. At another point in the video, Krog says,
The goons.
That's anyways, guys, you do normal rotate four times.
Krog says he's not in danger, but the captions contradict it multiple times, saying that he has
Multiple
not been fight
times.
since the last video and that he's in constant danger. There's one simple reason for this. Krog is using flattering compliments to work his way out of captivity, inching his way up the chain of command. by
I
telling
fucking
stories
love
from
how
Bosnian witch
how
cycle
seriously
under
it's
trust,
taken.
publicly lying to his audience and saying that he's okay, which other witch that he can be quote-unquote trusted. Continuing on with the video, though Krog acts like everything is okay, Bosansko's goons might see right through the disguise. 1 minute and 28 seconds into the video, the captions are that Krog nervously laughs after the metal bat held by the goon that we saw in the first episode touches him on the shoulder. Another thing worth mentioning is that Uncle Tony hasn't left yet. In the captions, Krog says, "She stopped feeding me since the last blunder. Tony, where are you?" Tony is still looking for Krogs, but the trails run cold. Not even Krogs knows his exact location, though he has a rough idea. Before I trail on to the next episode, there's something I'd like to mention. I believe Krog said in his reaction to Stannis' Season 1 video that he got the series into 3 seasons for a clear distinction between them. The first season,
Oh, shit.
which I like to call Police and Stuff, has little to no actual lore.
Dude,
Most of
manslaughter
what I said in that
subtitles
video
for him.
was basically just me pulling stuff out of my ass. Season 2 Infinity War
Oh
is where
my
the actual
God.
lore's picked up and there's legitimate plot now. And lastly, Season 3 Endgame is where it all comes together to finish off the series.
He showed me these fucking posters before, but God, it's still so funny. Jesus Christ. This is so good. Literally breaking reality. Literally.
In this episode, Krogs breaks the fabric of reality while rotating Pichu. He breaks the fabric of reality and space itself with a yellow rodent.
A
it's
yellow
thinking.
rodent.
The title and description are enough to throw you off guard. The title, How to Rotate Pichu and Revolution,
True.
The description, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, are very similar to the originals, but the odd additions make them feel very different. The episode starts out as Krog
Oh my
slowly
God, he's
slowing down
pointing
new
out
pages from
the
book.
slow
His line.
incremental changes to the description. Ah, I feel validated. I feel validated when the shit you do gets noticed. Let's go.
Eyes are working. As Krog speaks, audio of him plays faintly in the background. The audio sounds like the phone call that he got in episode 6, season 2, as he can be heard saying, "No way, protection, and I."
Bosnia, which she gave me new
I heard you the first time.
new page of spellbook, guys.
Then, it takes a turn. I believe this is the collision of alternate universes happening behind
Here we
Krogs.
go.
At 51
The
seconds in,
alternate universe
the call
theory.
alternates from the original season 2 call. If this call were true to the one we heard in season 2, then Krogs would currently be talking about the passing of Rico. However, instead of talking about Rico's death, he's instead talking to some unknown figure about the side effects of something. The call continues on faintly, and Krogs asks our unknown caller to call somebody, presumably the witch, about the side effects of whatever he's about to do. Krogs then tells the anonymous caller that she's right behind him. After saying that, Krogs begins to speak in Bosnian, saying "hello, ma'am," before switching back to English, where he seems to start the MS Paint tutorial.
Holy fuck.
We're gonna
She is right there.
rotate
Hey, Ghost Project, come close to
and MS Paint
MS Paint tutorial
In-
videos.
another dimension. This is crazy, guys.
You're serious?
And I practiced, so I don't even do incantation, guys. It's great.
Going back
Harry,
to what the video's primary
by the way, hearing my own voice is still the cringe.
focus is rotating Pichu.
I-
Krogs explains to us that he's been training at
The
Bosnian magic
cringe,
just
the cringe is getting slightly less over time, but still.
That's why we hear Krogs in the background as well. As Krogs selects Pichu and says to click the main rectangle as his background Krog. The timelines add up, but the events prior do not. When Krogs presses the rotate button, the video begins to glitch out as colors change, audio distorts, and images of the shipping container from episode 1 flash on screen. The shipping container's door is just barely open, but open enough where light can break through. Now, while Krogs meant changing dimensions in the sense that he made Pichu look to the side instead of forward, he also unknowingly broke the timeline as well. Going back to the shipping container door, I think this might be Krogs attempting to make an escape. The shipping container, as we have found out before, is located in Bosanska's hideout, meaning there's likely more security outside the container. Krogs decides to escape by ripping a hole in the time-space continuum and escaping.
Dude, I can't wait till he starts talking about like all the fucking, or maybe he won't mention it, but like I set up a whole ARG puzzle having to do with like Google Maps and shit. I fucked it all up, and it was all messed up in the end. So maybe he won't mention it. But I still think that the idea of the puzzle is really cool. I've always wanted to integrate coordinates and stuff into my stuff, and I was finally able to find a way to do it, and I like the idea. It tickles me brain.
The outside world. The shipping container flashes on screen a total of 2
Also
times.
true.
The second time, the image
Yes.
is completely grayscale, and the text is displayed in the central left side. The text is in Bosnian and translates to, "This was her password." He manages to rotate Pichu forward, but it doesn't seem like he's free from the shipping container.
Also,
He breathes heavily.
wait, hold on.
Manages to rotate Pichu from text is in Bosnian and
Well, you can barely see it, but like, there are two parts where this flashes on screen, both with like different filters, basically, just to make the image look distorted. On the other one, it's more clear that this is censored, and so this is like implying that that's her pet. Yeah. Anyways. Anyways.
He manages to rotate Pichu forward, but it doesn't seem like he's free from the shipping container. He breathes heavily and announces that he's done it. In the background, Krogs can be heard saying, "This is my blood," going back to what is actually happening. The end is always greeted with static. That's been true for almost every episode since the first How to Rotate. Instead of a steady, yet quickly rising static, it's almost instantaneous. And it's loud. Much louder than the previous staticky sounds. I think this is the sound of Krogs ripping through the time-space continuum. It would appear his spell worked.
Dude. Sure reminds me of my.
Oh my god, guys.
Never mind.
This is so good.
Rotating images in Microsoft Paint may have side effects such as
My
dementia, such
fucking
as
god.
Alzheimer's and vascular dementia, severe nausea, testicular torsion, morbid
Testicular torsion.
and stroke. If you or a loved one have engaged in a Microsoft Paint rotation recently, call a doctor.
Dewey, I swear to fucking god, if that's a real, I don't know, I don't know if I should call that or not. Hold on, I'm fucking curious now. Look at what you done to me, Dewey. Look at what you done to me.
If you or a loved one have engaged in a Microsoft Paint rotation recently,
Message retracted. What did he say? What did he say? Hold on. 202 456. Oh, motherfucker. 111. Wait, that's not even a full number. What, is this the White House? Did he? It's the White House number. Nice. I didn't even type in the whole thing. Based.
call a doctor.
I'm pissing right now.
Episode 5, titled How to Rotate a
Oh
How to
my
Rotate
God.
video in MS Paint, begins to show us the effects of breaking the fabric of reality. The episode starts out with Krogs rotating Solchak Toka, a Tuvan politician, and everything seems to be going normal. Maybe he really has escaped the witch. At 8 seconds into the video, captions on the video read in broken English, "The magic affects the body. I really didn't think I got this bad." Krogs could be implying that using magic so much could have dulled his ability to perform. Krogs rotates Solchak Toka at 48 seconds into the video, and this has devastating effects.
Sound warning.
Fuck, guys. Ugh. Itself.
By rotating the image, Krogs ends up rotating his entire house and flipping the gravitational pull. Whatever a weird wormhole planet Krogs has ended up on does not work the same way
Oh
as
my
A4.
God.
Very faintly, at 58 seconds in, another
Oh
rotation
my
appears.
god, I'm in another universe where fucking gravity works differently. Oh my god. Oh. The shit he's talking about sounds so normal because he's talking this monotone voice the entire time. And you see, obviously, clearly, once you're in an alternate universe, gravity doesn't work normally, and when you rotate images in MS Paint, it sounds.
And Solchak
Oh
Toka
my
starts.
god.
Krogs then says that Bolsonska lied about what spell she gave him, likely knowing he would try to escape. Krogs decides to cut his losses and press onward in his rotating endeavor, determined to rotate 2 images in one video. Krogs returns to his computer and drags away the image paint tab with the Select and begins to rotate Frank Drebin from the best movie of all time, The Naked Gun
Hey.
from Powers of Police Squad, which I did reference multiple times in the last video. I really like this movie. However, instead of rotating the image, he rotates the entire tab. Something is wrong. Dreadfully wrong. Images of the Illuminati symbol flash on screen before he rotates the image, leaving the question, is Krog secretly David Icke?
What?
In the caption is, Krogs can't recall any events
I
seeing on
I
screen
don't get
after.
that reference. I
Krogs
don't get that
rotated these
reference.
images months ago. Krogs pulls away the tape with Frank Drebin and reveals even more MS paint tabs. The Buy for Dolphin Oil Submersible, St. Vincent de Paul, and in the top left corner, the cut-off face of Bolsonska Vieshica. The video begins to glitch out and he begins to rotate me. How nifty. Volchak Toka can once again be seen to the right of the Buy for Dolphin. Krogs has quite literally broken the timeline. Events are happening out of order, out of the way Krogs remembers them, and they're beginning to overlap. Krog's voice begins to overlap with himself, laughing while other Krogs talks about how to
Cages.
rotate to overlap.
By the way,
Krog's voice begins to overlap
Oh,
with
where's
out of
that
order,
happen?
out of the way Krog.
one effect I thought one effect I just like and I thought I did really well is like right like on the right side of the screen here, I guess, where like you got this kind of bluish outline of the original rotation I guess I was doing in this video, and it's kind of like glitching out on the side. I think that looks cool. I think that
The way
looks cool.
Krogs remembers them, and they're beginning to overlap. Krog's voice begins to overlap with himself, laughing while other Krogs talks about how to rotate Greenland. At least, Greenland exists in A4, which implies the geography of A4
Oh my,
is in the-
he's talking about the fucking A4 dimension.
also proved by the map in episode 1. The video whites out, and Frank Drebin is back for his hit sequel, The Naked Gun, The Smell of Fear, which he would go on to make over $192 million globally. I'm so proud. The video continues to progressively get worse. Krogs is now rotating Josh, and the rotations just overlap each other. Josh is being rotated inside of Josh. Then you hear it. A haunting scream can be heard from episode 8 of season 2. The cries of the Bosnian witch. As
Oh.
she screams, reality begins to fade back into existence, and Krogs is now rotating Krogs. Krogs rotates himself, and the screen turns into a blue error-like screen simply stating, escape. Krogs begins to celebrate. He is free, or so we thought. The sound of the wilderness can be heard behind Krogs. Crickets are chirping as if it were night, the birds are singing as if it were day, placing our time roughly between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
to talk to the Bosnian witch off screen.
Oh my god. I escaped. Yes. Kako si shvatio dječju teleportiranje? Yep.
My Croatian is so cringe.
Mislim da znam zašto stvarno želiš da uradim sve ovo sada.
Make it stop.
Misliš da je
No.
smiješno? Sram je.
I do, yep.
Želiš da mi uništiš moje...
I'm here today to answer
Wait,
a
what?
question. A question that has been plaguing me for too long. Did 9/11 happen?
Short.
I fucking love this shit.
Painful and simple. Episode 6 is about how to rotate Borat from the movie Borat Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan, or possibly from Borat's subsequent movie film. No matter though, as this episode is not pleasant. Krogs is receiving a CBT. It starts off with Krogs making guttural sounds as he receives
This is a fun episode to make.
or her goons after his attempt to
Literally
escape
just
the
yelling into the mic.
It sounds as if Krogs is having his balls cut off. Now, one of two things could happen to Krogs. He could either A, be getting his balls cut off by a buzzsaw, probably made for cutting wood.
Oh
in this
my
case,
God.
morning wood.
Aha! That was a good one. That was a good one.
They're threading his penis tip so it can be used in plumbing. I would say it's A, however, I do not recommend B. The oil produced by the threader is incredibly hot. I would
Oh my fucking
it will
God.
quite literally mold your penis so it can be used as a pipe. It especially hurts if your old mate John is firing up the old threader and threading some pipe, shooting burning hot metal shrapnel into your testes, which is quite
Dewey's got the
Anyways, Fox
specifics.
barely managed to rotate the image due to the vast amounts of pain he's in. All in all, he does rotate the image in the very last second, and from what we can hear, he probably just felt what the guy in One Man, One Needle felt.
Nice. Do not look that up.
Of course, the videos, the descriptions have gone less and less like descriptions. And this time, it's not just random gibberish. If you look at this text for more than 10 seconds, you most likely realize, wait, that's a YouTube URL. If you plug that in the URL, you get sent to a video titled Where He Went in Bosnia. The video is 7 seconds long and was uploaded by the witch herself. The video showed the sound of hums from fluorescent lighting, likely coming from inside the shipping container. On the ground is the bag we saw on Krog's head in episode 1. You can very faintly hear the sounds of the buzzsaw in the background, as well as Krog's screams, which means he isn't dead, but he is being tortured.
He could make it out. Let's go. By the way, that's not me. That is the sound from the SDP Containment Breach game, whatever. The femur breaker scream. That's what that is.
In the description reads a message from Bosanska. It is, of course, in Bosnian and reads, quote, "This fool really thinks he can get away from me, whose magic scared the emperors of Rome. Me, whose magic allowed these fools of the Eyes of Providence to last so long that people didn't discover."
By the way, I tried the Eyes of Providence. The Eye of Providence thing was just because like I couldn't translate the word Illuminati through Google Translate, because you know obviously the only way you're gonna be able to translate this is through Google Translate, so you're gonna have to use it. The only way I could translate it was by like using some kind of synonym for the Illuminati, like the Eyes of Providence. So yeah.
Me, my power should be afraid. I'll show him. He's my slave. Now he can feel the same pain through which he inflicts on others. We'll be back with Krog's How to Rotate in the End of the World after this short break.
Wait, what? What? I guess that's what this was talking about. Okay. Two things fucking. Is that real? Hold on. No. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I guess. Deadass just have an intermission. Is that actually what it's called? What the fuck? Ooh, okay, caretaker. I like it.
We will now be returning to your regularly scheduled program. Episode 7 was uploaded on May 11, 2022, and is about how to rotate a loaf of bread, which Krugs does mention in the title, but it's gluten-free. So it's basically not even bread. Now, the actual video is seemingly an actual video. Nothing mysterious happens to Krugs, he simply rotates a big old loaf. However, the description is different. It says, "Drop the orange man." I searched and searched for days on end as to what this could mean. Orange Drop Recycling Company in Toronto?
Poor
the band
Dewey.
The Orange Man? Yeah, apparently that was doing those. I'll explain it later. Throughout the video, Krug speaks very cryptically. He says point A a few times, and he even says north and east.
I did
Oh
like
yeah.
6 rotations, no, probably like north of 18 or something. I guess there was no point in doing that. I gained nothing, 0.
Okay, this is yes, this is it. This is it. So this is part of my my fucking ARG thing.
I think he says you get 44.316 north, 18.0012 east. These coordinates.
I thought this was so big brain. I thought of this. I thought this was a really cool idea. I like this.
Bosnia. Krug's description, Drop the Orange Man, refers to the Google Street person in Google Maps.
Hey.
If you click on him, a photo bubble will appear in a shipping container on the side of the hill. Click on this photo bubble, and you're inside the set for episode 1, season 3. Inside, you can see the man holding the bat to Krog's head, and the computer the camera guy uses to rotate Megamind, as well as the map plastered on the wall. Going back to the outside of the shipping container, if you click on it, you will see that it is titled... You know, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. This video does not. In the comment section, an account named Bosanska Majestica, the previously mentioned Bosnian witch, music...
Say that again,
In the comment section, an account named Bosanska Majestica, the
Bosanska Majestica.
in French,
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Dewey. It's funny. It's funny. I'm sorry.
Third, it says Vajni and Witch's Hideout. Episode 8 reveals how desperate Krugs has become.
Up to you right fucking now, me being a dude and you being a dude, and you were turned on by me, that would be gay!
What the fuck is this?
The description of this video is once again different from the typical format, simply stating Tony please. It's been 2 months since Krugs first asked Tony for help, and yet Tony still isn't here. Krugs leaving Tony for Rico is likely because Tony to uphold a grudge and for him to have been in Krugs. In this episode, it is completely devoid of any, well, Krugs. The only audio within this video is the dreadful sound of A1, It's Just a Burning Memory by The Caretaker, song from an album that experiments with the stages of dementia. The video is entirely in black and white, and is, as mentioned prior, completely devoid of any Krugs. Instead of talking, Krugs sings hits with 20-ass text lines. Throughout the video, Krugs makes several odd references to cat, saying, "Alright, cat naps." At 32 seconds in, and finally, once you've been crabbed, take the paw and hit the rotate button, and hit 90 degrees, at 40 seconds in. The video continues until 50 seconds in, where it cuts to a blue screen, similar to the one we saw in episode 2, season 2, saying, "The agonizing transformation." I don't want to make fun of Krugs, because this could be related to the Alzheimer's thing. So let your spelling mistakes pass this time, Krugs. What's in your mind? You most likely saw the images flashing.
I actually legitimately made spelling mistakes the first time because I'm fucking stupid. And so I thought I should continue the trend.
The screen after the first slide, thingamabobs. I don't know what you call them. One of them is a review for the shipping container we saw last episode. It says, quote, "Tony, I'm here. Please, I don't know how much longer I'll last. Also, I found out that the witch is becoming incredibly tech-savvy. This is getting dangerous. She'll be too powerful.
I can't read through all of
The
that.
file that she uploaded on a Google Drive. How the heck did she learn how to do that? I know this sounds crazy, but we need to defeat the witch. Don't get me wrong. I've heard legends. I know how powerful she is. How she single-handedly defeated Nikola Tesla in a magic duel without a scratch, all while erasing everyone's memories of it. Her duel with Pythia at Delphi. Her solo overthrow of the Illuminati. But I've got something none of them have ever had. Her spellbook. I have some ideas, Tony. And no, this isn't about the trade. The Illuminati would appreciate
Also,
it if
the
she was
Oracle at Delphi there, just I guess obscure kind of historical reference to like this random person. The Oracle at Delphi, I just think she's a super cool fucking historical figure. The shit she's done, it's just super cool stuff. I think it's interesting.
She's been more than harsh towards the trade. I know you've had your issues with it before, but I promise it's not about that. I'm not lying like I did all those other times. Please help me. And then text. With that comes a link that leads to a Google Drive, which me and Krugs had some issues with. Google Drive is a zip file with a link that leads to a Google Drive, which me and Krugs had some issues with. Google Drive is a zip file with the name Pagina, which translates to
Let's go! Let's go!
some issues with. And a Google Drive is a zip file with the name Pagina.
Tajna. I love it. I love you doing
Which
man.
translates to secret in Bosnian. Upon
It is Taina. I'm sorry. It's funny. It's funny.
when
I'm
I said
sorry.
zip file, we agreed with another file name. Well, it translates to our agreement in Bosnian. The file cannot be opened and instead needs a key. The key can be found across 2 videos. The first part of the key is found from episode 4, How to Rotate Pichu in Another Dimension. The grayscale
he's
image we saw
explaining it.
earlier
Let's
that
go.
you probably forgot about, the one that said it was her password, leads us to the second part of the key. In the photo bubble that we saw last episode, a code can be seen on the door of the shipping container, coincidentally, where the text from episode 4 was, 3008-1280. Using that, we are given access to the image, which is a message from Krugs, which is, of course, in Bosnian. It says, quote, "Agreement. You will upload videos on how to rotate images in MS Paint. You'll do as much as I want. You'll make them whenever I want. I will erase the memories of the police so they don't remember you. Moreover, I will use my magic to protect you from the authorities. You will be my puppet on a leash. You all do as I say. I'm the most powerful witch. The power of the followers of the Eye of Providence. Do we have a deal? Signed, the Krugs." This reveals a couple of things. Bosanska is indeed involved with the Illuminati, the Eye of Providence, and that Krog's first name is Duh, which canonically marks Krog as
Ow! Oh my god. I accidentally just hit my head. Nice. Some even more brain damage. That means yes! That means yes! Oh my god.
We have a deal? Signed.
I
the
love
Krugs.
this.
This reveals a couple of things. Bosanska is indeed involved with the Illuminati, the
Well,
provenance, and
that-
Krog's
that-
first name is Del, which
Jesus
canonically
Christ.
Krog is Brazilian. 2 days after this video was uploaded, a change
I'm
was made
Brazilian
to the
slash
South
Portuguese
African
now, I guess.
account.
Okay.
An update to her playlist. Let me actually go check this out.
Hi, if you enjoy my content, please consider
Yes.
subscribing. I want you to make me feel good.
Yes. Save.
I'm not. Oh no, darling. Oh no.
I love the clips.
Okay, I can't stop.
Unlike all other seasons, this one was pushed past 8 episodes to our now 9th episode. Episode 9 was uploaded on May 17th and is about how to rotate Jim Parsons, the Big Bang Theory guy.
Bazinga.
Bazinga and whatnot. The episode follows Krog's and his nonsensical rambles about how to rotate Jim Parsons. The video seems to stay true to the how to rotate format, but at 36 seconds in, something happens.
Anyways, guys, first you press the funny rectangle that you selected to rotate, and
What the fuck's going on? Oh my god, Tony! Tony, I'm here. Yes.
I forgot I put him having Muriel's voice.
Let's get the fuck out of here, Tony.
What you witnessed was Krog's funneling power from a rotation into Tony so he could break down the door with a red rubber hammer. Tony talks to Krog's like true talents.
Okay, the fucking this is funny. But yeah, the timing there is a little off. It wasn't supposed to the explosion shit happening and Tony showing up is not correlated with the rotation. The timing there was just mistake on my part, made it seem like one caused the other. Yeah. Anyway,
Later found. Says he's going to get Krogs out of there. Krogs agrees to leave, but not without grabbing his laptop first. He does, and with that, they flee. The end of the video seems to push the fact that this is a new chapter. The video, unlike any other, does not end in a mashable mess of static. The description elaborates further on Krogs' escape, stating, quote, "I'm out, guys. Tony is driving me out of Bosnia right now. Just got some cell data from Serbia to post this. The Bosnian witch is done. Krogs is free. So what now? Well, Bosanska Viešica clearly isn't dead. Episode 10 was uploaded on May 24th and is about how to rotate Pogo the Clown, a serial killer and serial rapist. This episode is named
I did not know. I did not know that he did those things. I think Dewey said, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if you rotated Pogo the Clown?" And so I rotated Pogo the Clown. I didn't know who he was, but there you go.
He has now. Not only does he rotate the image as many times as he wants, but he is no longer concerned as to who is getting the rotation power. In this instance, it is likely being found to Krogs himself, Tony, or their vehicle. I don't know, maybe Tony's rich, he probably drives a Romanian off-brand Tesla or something. Throughout the video, Krogs can't help but laugh. He's freed and Bosanska Viešica can't do anything about it. 25 seconds in, Krogs can't contain anymore. He goofs and he gaffs and he chuckles all the way home.
I chuckle all the way home.
Krogs laughs himself into insanity. The video then begins to deteriorate, most likely because of the mass amounts of power being released by his rotation. The video cuts to a video of Krogs in a red room. We can only see his hand as he reaches out for something.
Hey, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Yeah. Well, you can't tell if it's me or not, but yeah. I tried to get footage of like a hand reaching out to like a door from a basement or something. It's so hard to get that footage, surprisingly. So yeah, this is what we're stuck with.
It cuts again to a window with the blind slightly raised. We are now in a third-person perspective and faintly hear Krogs laughing maniacally. The video then cuts to black. Krogs begins to speak in Bosnian. He's no longer speaking to us. He's speaking to the
Hey, Audrey's music
Says
he
that he is
used.
different
That's
from
cool.
the other man who is faced her. He has her spellbook. Not only that, but he has a Bosnian heritage, Bosnian blood, a key to casting spells. Krogs says that she was blinded by her sadistic quest to punish him, and now that he has her spellbook, she's done. He threatens to send her back to hell. He ends with one final remark to the witch, quote, "See you soon." It No longer is the witch coming after Krogs, but now Krogs is coming after her. The description elaborates further saying, quote, with this many rotations, this will definitely get her attention. The end nears. One last trip to Bosnia. All the while, Krogs talked to her directly. Images of past rotations flashed on screen, kind of like that one game.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth.
It signifies the nearing end to this story. To the witch, images of past rotations dating all the way back to the very first episode. All the choices Krogs has made have led him to this very moment. The next episode is the last. Around this time, it came out that Krogs was a femboy. It says
Oh my god.
I just wanted to mention it.
What? Huh?
Came out that Krogs was a femboy.
Sure.
This has nothing to do with the story. I just wanted to mention it.
Sure,
The
okay.
entire month went by without knowing how to rotate. The last episode was upon us. On July 1st at 2 p.m.
I probably said fucking jokingly that I'm a femboy or some shit in like a random conversation. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I probably said that.
The episode starts up with Krogs, Tony, and the two guys from the hit series Squid Game driving to a forest
Squid
in a
Game.
municipality in Bosnia. Krogs and his team are prepared to fight both
Yeah,
sides.
guys, this is definitely
Along with
Bosnia.
them, they've brought 2 bottles of holy water. Krogs were in shock. Krogs and Tony surround their car with holy water to prevent Bosanska Vieshica from attacking the car, while also providing an area of safety. Doing that, Krogs pulls out his laptop and opens MS Paint to present us the final rotation. Bunger. Krogs rotates this image not for power, but as a lure. Rotating the image, the witch senses the power of the rotation and thus flocks to it, and she appears merely seconds after the rotation. Kind of like your mother after I take off my shirt. Upon viewing the witch for the
That was a
first
good
and only
joke.
time in person, she causes the camera to malfunction as Krogs stumbles out of the car. After attempting to liberate her, she kills the 2 Squid Game guys and Uncle Tony using
Squid
Bosnian
Games.
magic. As Krog retreats back to the car, an image flashes on screen for a single scene stating in Bosnian, wait, this is too easy. This is what you wanted. Why? This is a message from the witch herself using some weird telepathy. I don't know how Bosnians work. Krog stays behind the car and pulls out the only thing that can stop Bosanska Vieshica. Gay juice.
Hell yeah.
However, he doesn't use it just yet. Krog runs up to her and using Bosnian magic against Bosnian magic. He isn't killed.
Oh my god.
Stalemate. The witch sees what Krog has in his hands and decides to make a last resort attempt to stop him. She pulls out the mushroom girl with some big ol' honkas. Seriously, look at those things. She shows it to him in the hopes that he will remain straight. I mean, I certainly would. However, being the
Oh
strong
my
Canadian
god.
Krogs that he's able to overcome and
This is. Oh
the
my
witch runs
god.
away from Krogs because she's scared of gay people. All of them, except for Slovenians. Krogs finally reaches his master plan and
Dude.
to rotate the witch, and truly, I think this clip speaks for itself.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gay now. That's right. You're
Oh,
homophobic.
he's
You're
gonna play.
scared of
Oh,
me.
the cringe. Oh, the cringe.
I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna get you.
Oh, the cringe. How do you guys like
Alright,
this?
so Step 1. Touch the funny rectangle. Step 2. Select your target. And step 3.
Hey, yeah, it's me.
Increased by 200%. Fair.
I want to call back about your offer. I don't think it's a good idea to fuck with her, you know? I mean, the thing that gives her power is that look of hers, you know? And nobody in fucking thousands of years has ever gotten their hands on that thing, so, you know, I'm gonna stay out of it, you know?
After rotating the witch, I believe we could see the glimpse of an alternative universe where Krogs denies Rico's offer of consulting the witch for protection. A universe in which none of this would have ever happened. What I also believe to have
Oh my
happened
god.
is that Krogs rotated the witch in another dimension, and she is now nowhere to be found. Cloak and mask. Krogs runs up to the remains, and something takes over. Bosanska Vieshica was not being fed the power from all those rotations. It was this mask. This mask
Oh,
which
the
was most
lore.
likely thousands of years ago, discovered Bosanska Vieshica and used her body as a host.
Oh, the
Before Krogs
lore.
can put on the mask and continue the cycle, Dream from the Dream SMP arrives and steals the mask, running away with it, therefore making Dream canon in this series and making Stainless a genius. And after that, oh, nothing happens. Krogs has nothing more to do with this case. The witch is dead, and we have seen the corruption that exists from these rotations. Krogs is finally free. Krogs walks back to his car and closes the door, while at the same time closing this chapter in his life. A life in which he was constantly enslaved, drained for power, and where his nuts were sanded down to a fraction of his weight. Also, just a reminder, Krogs, just because you are free from those guys does not mean you are free from the law. So for the love of God, shut your back door.
Ooh.
The series ends with Krogs closing on his pain, but this
True.
doesn't save the image. There's nobody who's going to need it later. The credits roll and the sun sets on this weird and mystifying journey of unexpected twists and turns. As the credits roll, we finally get the name of our protagonist. The dumbass. Now that the series has run its course, I think it is finally time to explain what I believe to have happened in this story.
Oh
I will
boy,
now
here we
take
go, here we go.
I believe to be the correct chronological order of events.
Let's go.
Sometime before 1979, Krogs and Tony were in an underground human trafficking business
Here
in
we go.
Tajikistan. On November 4th, 1979, the Iranian hostage crisis began, which likely enabled Krogs to leave Tony in Tajikistan. Tony attempted to bribe Krogs to stay one last time, saying that he would guarantee the safety of Krogs. However, Krogs refuses. Krogs decides to return to his country of origin, Bosnia and Herzegovina, or at the time, Yugoslavia.
Hey, historical
Krogs most likely
accuracy.
stayed there until 1992, with the start of the Bosnian genocide, to which he then fled to Canada.
Hey.
Sometime down the line, Krogs meets a man by the name of Rico and decides to start another human trafficking
Rico's a
business.
raccoon, I guess.
Most likely by accident, Krogs discovers the power that MS Paint rotations hold. While struggling with a porn addiction, Krogs begins to upload videos about how to see images and MS Paint as a side gig. Somewhere down the line, the police are notified of Krogs' human trafficking business and arrive at his house on January 13th, 2021. Rico is not there with him.
Dude.
They break into Krogs' house and he decides to run away, eventually going into hiding sometime between January 21st and February 7th.
Dude.
Krogs is eventually found again, but he isn't killed. This is thanks to the witch. You see, the reason Rico isn't at the warehouse is because he was in Bosnia and Herzegovina consulting the witch. The witch has somehow transported Krogs to her, where he signed the blood pact, and in turn, he would begin fueling rotation-emitted power to her. She teleports them back to Canada, and Krogs goes into hiding, most likely staying at Rico's house. From there, Krogs has had several run-ins and occurrences with the witch, all of them getting more and more violent, as he begins to question and reject the witch's request for power. On March 17th, the witch would have enough and would kidnap Krogs and take him back to Bosnia. In episode 1 of season 2, we see that Krogs is still being held captive by 2 of her henchmen. Next to the men is a map of Canada to Bosnia, which is most likely the route Bosanskov Yeshisa took to get Krogs to Bosnia. Krogs reveals the power of rotations and how to do them to her henchmen. Throughout the course of the season, more and more of the world Krogs live in begins to fall apart, as we can see images changing dimensions, reality itself rotating, and multiple rotations occurring at once. However, in the requisition for more power, the witch gives Krogs her spellbook. Krogs uses it to combat her and try to escape, which fails. For that, he is sentenced to cock and ball torture. All the while this happens, Krogs has begun to suffer the consequences of Bosnian magic. As seen on episode 8, Krogs has begun to suffer from minor cognitive impairment or early stage Alzheimer's. But in the next episode, Krogs escapes her grasp with Tony. They take hiding in Serbia. On July 1st, they return to Bosnia and fight the witch one last time, where they break reality. As Krogs rotates the Bosnian witch, she is killed, and we get to see, or rather hear, an alternative timeline where they never signed the blood pact. Krogs now lives his life as a bartender at a gay bar.
Happy birthday to you.
That's awesome.
This series has been quite a journey, if I'm honest, and weirdly enough, it's the most engaged I've ever been with a story. Those last 12...
Dude, I don't know how. This whole thing has been so fucking awesome.
Paragraphs were written completely from memory. There's not really much to say except that this was an awesome little thing to be a part of. And I'd gladly be a part of it again. Well, that's all.
This whole thing, Dewey, oh my god. Literally, Dewey, like, you made... You and Stainless made all this, like, possible to be the thing it is right now. Literally, if Stainless and Dewey didn't exist, none of this would have happened. There would have been a handful of how to rotate ship posts, and that would have been it. That would have been the end of that.
I'll see you later, guys. Take care.
So cool. So cool. Hey, Stevens helped to write it. As insane Canadian. Big guy. This video was awesome. I'm so glad I was able to make something that, like, oh my god, this is so cool. Nice. Shameless plug, lol. Go follow him. Marriott Bonvoy? What? Derek E. White. Also follow Derek E. White on Twitter right now, right now. Fart. True. Thank you, Dewey. My mind is blown. Oh, my mind is blown. This is so fucking cool, bro. What the fuck? Ah, kick-ass intro. True. True. So true. Oh, this is awesome. This is so cool. Oh. Seeing Dewey's interpretation of the story, that is like so interesting. His interpretation of what happened. It is like, you know, I guess in some ways, like, Dewey's interpretation of the story and my headcanon are like two different, you know, alternate universes. Haha, see? The tie-in, haha. Oh, this is so cool, though. So cool. The fact that, like this is the third video, I think, that Dewey's made on this. Actually insane. Actually insane. Y'all gotta go fucking subscribe to Dewey. If you don't subscribe to Dewey, you are big poopy. Big fat poopy. Hold on. We need to. There's a little mistake here. Hold on. There's a little mistake here. We gotta. There we go. Hold on. Let me just. There we go. There. Wait. What? Hold on. Am I dumb? Hold on. There we go. There we go. That's what it should be. Jeez. And Dewey, man, seriously, thank you. Fucking so cool. I don't know what else to say other than it's so cool. I just I can't put into words. Oh my god. The alternate universe is everything. Anyways, that's that, I guess. Jeez. That was fucking crazy. It is so cool that I was able to make like an ARG something like this, and like somebody analyze it, and like it's awesome too because it's all a shit post and it's funny and it's